Now, for me personally, I've seen it. I've been through it. I've seen players who should be in higher teams than they are. They should be playing in the Premier League. They should be playing at least somewhere at a higher level, and it doesn't happen. Now, a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people say, "Oh, a lot of foreign players are better than UK players." For me, there's a reason why for this. There's a reason why, and for me now, as a creative, the line that hits my head is, you gotta allow a creative to be a creative. Now, like I said, if Jadon Sancho did not make that move, would this potentially be happening? For like I said, I don't think so. For me, when you look in a lot of UK clubs, a lot of this goes back down to under nines. This goes back down to under nines, 10s, 11s, 12s, players who've been in the system, players who then get their scholarships, players who then maybe get in their first pro contracts. It goes back to them. It goes back to them. And the thing that I don't like, and the thing that I need to, what I need to get off my chest, and I need to get a lot of young players, a lot of fans, and a lot of people understanding this. A lot of UK coaches tend to take the creativity out of some of these younger players. Tend to take it out. My advice to a lot of these younger players: know who you are as a player. Because there are some players that are made for the Premier League, and there's some players that are not. The way the Premier League is set up, yes, it is a very traditional and a very old school way of playing. The reason why foreign players now come over into the Premier League and they're doing their thing is because they have been allowed to have a platform in other places, in other teams, in other countries that they've been brought up and raised in a different way to be able to now show what they are worth. That is what's happened with Jadon Sancho. He's gone to Borussia Dortmund. He's now been able to he's now been given the chance. Why? Because clubs like that give the chance to players like that. One thing people need to understand is that for every player there's a manager, and for every manager there is a player. Playing styles are what matters. Managers get paid to win, and the manager's gonna win on any way he knows how. Now that means his style may not match yours. So you've got a lot of these younger players going through the system, doing what they're doing, and their abilities are second to none. However, 9 times out of 10, your ability isn't going to work in the Premier League. Why? Because these coaches are not are not um, are not are not guiding you the way your talent is. They're not guiding you the way your creativity is. As I said, you've got to let a creative be a creative. You can't stifle a creative. It's like you being in a relationship, and a lot of women would sit and say guys control their women in relationships, and they don't want a man who's controlling. This is what these coaches, and this is what a lot of Premier League clubs are doing to some of these players. Now, in a relationship, let's say you have a partner as a man, you got to sit there and say you can give advice, you can give support, and provide the right support system to your partner. But whatever choice that your partner's going to make, that is on her. You can't control the woman. It's the same thing what these clubs need to understand. You can't control these younger players. These younger players are born with gifts. These younger players have different playing styles. Now, for me personally, I felt like my ability and my playing style did not belong in the academy system in the Premier League in the UK. It didn't belong there. I felt like for me, the way I played football, the way I thought about football, how I watch football, it would have definitely 100% been made to play somewhere else. 100% be made to play somewhere else. And I know there's players out there that are sitting there and they heard that and they're feeling the exact same way. As I said, I've played with players at West Ham that should not be in the leagues that they're in, that should not be there because their talent does not warrant that. And we all know when you become a footballer, it's more than just talent, it's also hard work, and it's also your mentality towards the game. These players had all of that, but there's a reason why they don't make it into the Premier League. Playing the Premier, sometimes the Premier League's playing style doesn't fit the players that are coming through the systems. Then there's a lot of these foreign players being put on these pedestals by a lot of Premier League clubs. Now, okay, you're seeing a lot of players come through, but let's be real: are they near the standard of what some of these other players are? A lot of the time, players get played due to injuries, due to maybe money situations and money problems within the club. So they get given their chances. Granted, well done, they've taken it. Great. Not many people get those chances.